Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. I only have one question. Are you ready? Live from Gotham City, as my friend will tell you, Talks with Dorks gives you its Halloween special. You would normally call me Ryan, but tonight I am Mr. J, the Joker. And along with me, also in the same city, please welcome Scott as the Riddler.
Hello, Gotham. I am normally Scott, but today I am the Riddler. And introducing... Oh, I'll let you do the introductions, Joker.
Oh, you want me to say it? We want to go straight to hell, where our next friend will come from. Say his name 3 times. Beetlejuice. Oh. Beetlejuice.
Whoa. Easy now.
Beetlejuice.
No time.
My God, this has been a long time coming, boys. We are into a Halloween episode. I'm not going to lie, I've been hoping and praying and wanting to get to this for a long time.
Yeah, I've been buzzing for this one.
You don't look it.
It's my first time with Scott as well. Me and Scott
That's
are finally
true.
on a podcast.
Yeah, finally.
It was due to be, guys. Let's face it. It was due to be a full episode with all five. Well, not all of us, but 5 of us. Ash has actually appeared. He's come as John Cena.
Not very talkative.
Yeah. You can't see him. It was going to be 5 of us. LaFerd and Tony were going to be here. LaFerd, I don't know why he didn't just put an eye patch on and come as Cyclops. He's still having power issues with his sight, and I'm still expecting him just to turn up and appear with something. I also told him, you guys, I keep got to remember I'm with the full young crew tonight. There was a Power Rangers villain called Eye Guy. It was in an episode called Eye Guys, an alien made purely of eyes. I just told him to buy 500 eyes and glue them to himself and turn up.
That'd be funny.
Tony just went and passed his driving test today. Congratulations. By the time this comes out...
Didn't even tell us either, but yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, he rang me earlier and said his lovely partner, we've got to keep her sweet because she does us favours sometimes, in the sense of lets Tony play out earlier than he should do. No other favours, Tone. Yeah, she took him out for a nice evening to celebrate, so the joke's on him. And it's just the Joker, Riddler, and that guy's name I'm not going to say because I'd like him to stick around for a while. This is Halloween, boys. I don't know about you. Halloween is my favourite season of the year, as you can tell.
Oh,
I'm smiling.
Favourite, yeah?
Yeah, what about no, Scott? No. I mean, it's Woody doesn't look like he's enjoying himself.
Halloween is up there for me, like October as a month in general, but Halloween, absolutely love it.
Yeah, see, I was never a huge fan of Halloween. It was only in the last couple of years that I've really got into it, and that's because of my partner, Heather, and she absolutely loves Halloween. And I think where we've been together and she's kind of brought in these little things, I've really enjoyed it. Like right now, our bedroom upstairs is Halloween ready. We've got everything out. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
The whips and chains are out. Yeah,
we don't have to, up there.
Yeah, we don't have to put them away when Mum and Dad comes in because we blame it on Halloween. It's not that. It's just for Halloween. Do you know what? Because I've said it now, right? I've just done an and I'm pissed off. I'm still pissed off of how often I say that'll be my fucking catchphrase at this rate. But Halloween, I love it because of the look at us. I mean, look. Woody's trying his best to smile, but it just doesn't.
I'm happy. Yeah.
No, I know.
Here.
Yeah, but
Respect to Woody, because when that camera come on, I was not expecting that at all. And you've done a great job.
Yeah, I was hinting the boys towards something different all day. Like I told Ryan yesterday that I had no outfit. I was going to turn up just as me, and I'm here like this. Yeah.
oh,
Great.
The thing is, I'm struggling because every time you talk, any facial expression you
Whenever
pull,
he smiles.
it still looks miserable. That's the best part. It still looks so sad, and it's just. Oh, but do you know what? I forgot. I'm going to get comfortable, boys. It's Halloween. I've got my footrest on this chair, so I got a massage
Oh, the
before.
new
That
chair,
lasted-
right?
Yeah, the massager lasted about 3 hours before I broke it. So, that was good.
Well, it's never good.
So, Halloween, like, have you guys? Scott, you've only been the last couple of years. Have you done any? Like, what's the biggest thing you've done over Halloween in the last couple of years that
Ooh.
makes you go, I love Halloween?
So last year was when we really got into it. So we done a movie marathon. As soon as October come around, we've got a list. I'll have to share this with you one day, but I've got a huge Halloween watch list of all like the classic films that are not that big, shows, all that kind of stuff. And we was going through them. So each week we was rattling off a couple. And then we also went to Tully's farm. We done the pumpkin picking there, which was really cool. Like, I know that America really go big with Halloween and they have all that. And like I said, it's the first time I've really got into it in recent years. So to do that was really cool. And I think it did give me the feel of Halloween again. But yeah, that last year was really good. I really enjoyed that. We went and got all these decorations. We were snacking on like Halloween snacks and watching all these bloody movies and horrors. So yeah, it was cool. And we also gave out sweets to the kids as well, which was fun. We did have like a group
Only time of the
kids.
year it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. That was just last Saturday. Riddle me this, riddle me that.
Here comes a Peter with a green hat.
Yeah. It's not the first time I've worn this mask.
This comes straight from the bedroom collection.
But yeah, Halloween is really starting to become quite special for myself now.
Tully's farm, man. Like I've been going since about 2011. That was the first time I went. Like, and it just gets better every year. It's so good, so freaky. I don't think we've been since Ronnie's been here. I remember us going when Jacob was a kid. So I feel like we might have to go this year because it's good. Have you ever been, Woody? I suppose you probably wouldn't have.
No, mate, no.
You heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's cool. It's
Yeah, we've
closer
got
to us,
similar
isn't
things.
it?
Yeah, we've got similar things up here.
Yeah. I've heard of a few things all over the country. Again, because I think I'm more into Halloween now, I see a lot more stuff, and I've seen loads of different things that are similar to Tully's farm. I would like to go to the horror maze side of it as well, because I've only done the pumpkin patch one, but I've heard the horror maze is really good on the other side.
So you've not done like all the rides and that side of it, no?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate, the haunted hayride where you get on the back of there's a tractor with a trailer. And you get on the back of that, and you're driving around, and like Leatherface comes out the forest with a chainsaw, jumps on and shit like
That's
that.
cool.
The I can't remember what they call it, but there's like I think it's Pennywise's, or it's one of the famous ones, corn maze, and you go through and
Okay.
there's clowns everywhere. So like, you got, I'm alright with clowns. It's so good. You've got to experience the other side. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Boys, listen, we know this has come out on Halloween, but hopefully by the time it's come out, we'll share a video. We'll go together. Tell the missus it's for research.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that-
Research purposes.
What about you, Wood? Give us some Halloween stories. What's your best Halloween? What's your funnest Halloween? This one.
Yeah, it probably is this one, to be fair. There was one year when I was a little bit younger, we went to Butlins and we had like Halloween at Butlins, and I dressed up as Jigsaw from Saw.
I
My
remember,
granddad,
yeah.
funny enough, dressed up as Beetlejuice, and we were walking around the park, and we got more attention than some of the staff did. Like, people were coming up to us, as if we were staff and asking for photos. So there's some people on their Butlins holiday, like a couple of years ago, with pictures of us on like their family holiday. they were that like excited by what we look like. So that was probably the best Halloween story. But I've always loved Halloween.
What's not to be fun about it? I mean, Christmas is great and it's all that, but it costs so much money. All you've got to do is dress up, and it's like I remember going to. I used to. Scott, do you remember Opium Lounge in Romford?
Yeah, that name rings a bell. I don't think I've been there.
Buddha Lounge.
Buddha,
I think,
yeah.
But I used to hate going there. When I worked at the phone shop, all the guys I worked, if I went out with them, that's where we went. That's where they went. And I hated going there because I always felt like it was the same song for 4 hours. But Halloween was one of the best nights. I'm not going to lie. I was younger. I was fucked. I was pretty fucked up. And I remember sitting on a balcony, and I stood there and I was just smiling, watching Buzz Lightyear have a fucking argument with Ali G. I was like, this is the best. Like, they're fucking pushing each other and that. And it's like they're in their Romford accent. Ali G's giving, "Oh, fuck you up, bruv. I'll fucking you up." And Buzz Lightyear's like, "Fucking yeah, to infinity and beyond, cunt." But like, it was just,
What a
you know,
crossover.
head, because I was so fucked. It was in their voices, and I'm just like, this is like the best multiverse ever. I've had a great time watching this.
Do you wish that the UK like did Halloween more like America? Like more people got involved? Because I remember as a kid, I used to go trick or treating, and there was loads of people about. But nowadays, there's not that many people knocking your door.
See, round here we do get quite a bit. We do get quite a bit round here because, again, I don't know what. Obviously, you're up north of it, but in Romford, you anyone in a mask in Romford, you're like probably running for your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Halloween every time here.
Yeah. There's always creatures of the night in Romford. I think like down here, they do get quite involved. When we go out, we see loads of kids, and we go around the same block and that. Obviously, it's always a guess and a gamble whether Ronnie's going to react. We dressed up Jacob as the Joker earlier. Ronnie hid. Because I eased him into it. I did the hair first, when he went, "What colour's Daddy's hair?" Then, "What colour's Daddy's face?" And then boom, like.
Well, I walked up to Olivia looking like this, and she was not phased. She just laughed at me.
Yeah, give it a year. Give it a year, when she's more aware.
Yeah.
I'm loving like that. We've all gone. We've gone all out. I mean, Scott, your room is already Halloween themed with Resident Evil and Scream on the wall, so you literally just had to dress up. Will's got his Happy Halloween sign. I've gone out and I literally went to the pound shop, got a little lantern, shit skeleton, some fake spiders.
I've got some. You can't really
Halloween
see it,
lights.
It's some spider webs, like fake spider webs.
Oh,
There's spiders
spider
around
webs.
somewhere, but because of the light, it kind of blends in.
Yeah, no, I love the Happy Halloween balloons.
I can't go. I might have to leave, boys. I can't go. Every time he talks, it's the fucking headphones.
Yeah, that's what does it, I think.
That's
Just
the
the
only
fact that
thing,
there's just
like-
these headphones there.
I had to have that.
Wait, Wood, take the headphones off for a second.
Oh no. It looks like a fucking enchanted forest.
Like I said, my missus was backcombing this whole like hair before I come on here.
Damn.
I am genuinely thinking this might have to be a permanent thing. I've got to do it. See, this for me, I could do this every day of the year. The Joker, I've done it. Like, do you remember the lollipop nights at Romford, the LGBT nights at Yates, Scott?
Oh yeah.
When I got asked to DJ it the first time, they were like, "You're gonna dress up campy?" I was like, I turned up. It was like May, and I turned up as the Joker. They were like, "It's not Halloween." I'm like, "No, but it's camp, right?"
Oh, it's something you can do any time of year.
Yeah, literally. And I put a pink shirt on.
There you go.
Absolutely great. But we've just released last week, a week before this comes out, we've released our top 5 horror movies, so we don't need to dive into. We can talk some horror movies and stuff, but here's a big question for you. Is Halloween, it is meant to be creepy. Let's make it creepy. Do you believe in ghosts?
Ooh, big question.
Do you
Yeah.
believe in the afterlife? have you had experiences? I could delve into this, and this is what's fucking annoying. I wish he was. If Ash was here, the stories I would tell in a sec. Some like it would sound unbelievable, but Ash was there to back me up. But when I need him, where the fuck is he?
He's not here. You know, I'm a believer. I'd say. I've had an experience when I was younger that like freaked me the fuck out, and something followed from that made it feel very real. Have I got? He's looking. I can see him look.
No, I'm not looking at him. It's his story. I'm sitting there thinking, if Tony was here, we all know what sort of experience this would be. But because it's Scott, I'm instantly like, I know where this is going to go, but I don't because it's new. This is probably a real ghost story. With Tony, it could involve Lido.
Yeah, well, this does not. So, yeah, when I was younger, and I'm not like talking kid young, I can't remember how young, it must have been around the 15 age, I would say. So I used to have the box room in my house, and the bed would be right up against the wall, and I would always sleep facing the window wall, so my door would be behind me. Only a small box room, and one night I woke up, and I could just hear breathing. But you know when you wake up and you hear something, and then you're like, all right, I think that's me. So I held my breath, but I could still hear the breathing. Okay. So then I've like quickly whipped round. Nobody's there, so I'm sweating now. Like, I'm freaked out.
Uncle Martin.
Yeah. Now I quickly looked under the bed, and yeah, nothing there again. So now I'm like, right, what was that noise? So I get back into bed. It's silent. I try and go back to sleep, and I can hear it again. And this time I'm holding my breath. And it sounds heavy, like really next to my ear. And again, I whipped over, nothing there. Anyway, the night goes on, I go back to sleep. The next day, my dad comes home from work, and I'm telling him this story, obviously thinking that he's going to think I'm nuts. So I told him, and then he goes, do you know what? Something similar happened to me like that last night. And I was like, no, right. I said, don't fuck with me now. I said, because I'm freaked out. And he's like, no, I'm being serious. He said, I felt like there was someone standing there, and he thought he could hear some kind of breathing. He didn't say it was like similar to the same as what I had, but he said it was very similar. And then I was like, right, now I can't sleep in this fucking house. But yeah, that was one little experience I've had there.
Oh, that, you know, the fact that your dad dared to confirm it as well, because like you say, your dad's will be the first ones to knock you down. Or not knock you down, like fucking knock you down. Like, yeah. Dad's like, yeah, I thought it was your mum at first, but turns out it was you. I remember when I first moved from Basildon to Dagenham, my mum had a boyfriend called Pete, my stepdad, I suppose, and I went to see The Woman in Black. Have you either of you ever seen the play?
Oh, not the play. I've seen the film.
You've seen the film, yeah, but like, I'm sure we spoke about it. I think it was in the top 5 things, but yeah. I went to see that for the first time, and obviously acted all tough because you're like 13, 14, and all the girls from school are there, and the boys are all 13, 14 acting cool, but it scared the shit out of me. There's a bit where it screams and you like, shit yourself, but I'd taken a scream mask with me, so I didn't know before I got there that the scream mask was going to be also similar to like this just white face ghost. So I put the mask on, obviously, and when this bit happened, it screams, I'm facing forward, I scream, I jump, turn around, the girl behind me's jumped at the bit and then looked down, and I'm looking right up at her, like, that. I've literally got suspended.
It's like a double scream, isn't it? Like,
yeah, that's not like, I was waiting. You're probably thinking, hey, where's this stepdad feature into this? So when I got home that night, obviously I'm like, oh my god, this was the best play ever. It was really scary. My fucking stepdad, I remember laying in bed and my stepdad, I could just see my stepdad like hand coming around the fucking corner of the door like that bullshit. Yeah, it scarred me for life. I did not sleep for fucking ages on that. And then I went, because when I went to my school, at my school, went to see the play 3 times. So over the time I was at school, so I went every time. I was like, I've got to go and see it again. See the film. There was only the old film, and this is the time where downloading illegal movies was not happening that much. You could only just about get the new stuff, not the old stuff yet. So it was only the opportunity to see the play. So I went to see the play for the 3rd time, and it was the first time we were downstairs. They'd always put us upstairs in the balcony bit, so you're looking down. And then the 3rd time went down, and when she first comes out, I'm like going to little Scott, my best mate. I'm going to him, listen, oi, this is the bit where she comes up the front of the stage. Oh, when she appears, make the girls next to you scream or make them jump. Where we'd been upstairs the whole time, it looked like she always come just up in front of the stage. As I'm telling this, I turn around like that, and she's fucking stood right next to me. I'm like, I've got, That's not a real ghost story, but it's so fucking good, and how it plays out. The theatre show is like, the film plays out the story. The theatre show is them telling the story, and it's just 2 guys, the guy who was the guy that experienced it and the guy he wants to play him.
Okay.
And so it's really fucking good. Really fucking good.
Do you believe
that?
Yeah, I believe in ghosts. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't even meant to tell the Woman in Black story, but like stories I have go to my house in Dagenham, my mum's house, and the loft. I don't know if you'd ever come around there when I had.
No, not when you had a loft. No.
Yeah, you would have been well young. It was around when I was like 12, 13. Me and Ash decided to turn the loft at my mum's house into a room. Now, bear in mind, we're 12 or 13. The wood we had was like wood slats for the bath, like to go up the wall that are that thin. We were putting that down. So like, even though we were putting it down, it was still like, you've got to stay on the beams. Don't stand in the middle of that, because you will go through downstairs. But we were trying to turn it into this room. And when we were up there, shit happened, mate. Like, I cannot explain, and I can explain, and I will, but it's going to sound absolute bullshit. We were there once, and because this light kept falling off this middle beam that we'd set up, there was like a flat bit of wood we'd put a lamp on, because we didn't have proper lighting up there. It kept falling off, so it was like, okay, what we'll do is we'll get the longer extension lead, and we'll wrap it round so it sort of stays sturdy. It'll be better. Motherfucking thing, right? We're up there banging away at wood. All of a sudden the light starts flickering. I was like, Ash, what the fuck are you doing? Turn around, and the fucking light is going like that around the fucking wood, and just flew across the room.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Literally. And me and him was like, done for the day.
Yeah,
Go back downstairs.
Let's never come back up here again.
Yeah. And then we were up there one day, and up it, like, obviously on both sides of the loft, I've got another house, so there's like a chimney brick wall at each end, as you would have, I suppose. And on one side, where we used to have the two older men neighbours, dad and a son, not
Not.
Yeah.
not a couple of lovers, you know what I mean? Not that that'd be a problem, but like, I just want to give context to the story. Up in the corner, instead of a brick, there was a brick missing, and there was like a brown paper bag, just like this brown paper bag. And Ash, like, we see it, we're like, like that. The flashlight, his hands are shaking. So we got these 2 long bits of wood, like sticks. They were like thin, long bits of wood, and we were like scissors. We made it like scissors and was trying to get the bit of thing out. And as he's done it, Ash has gone like that, and the fucking wood's flown out of his hands, landed on the floor. Like, let's get down. Got down from the loft.
Seal that fucking loft up.
No, we went back up an hour later. We said we're going up there, and this is the bit where, I mean, like, I swear to fucking God, this is how creepy it is. Now, we both came down at the same time. Neither of us could be pranking each other. We went back up there, shined the light, and the bits of wood were across the wall like that.
Fuck that.
No,
I'd never go back up there again.
Yeah, I'd burn the house down.
Yeah. My mum's in there, Scott. Fucking hell, chill out.
Right.
Hey,
Did you?
I'm the Riddler
Do you
tonight.
remember? Do you remember Grandad's calf in the old fire station?
Well, is
Did
he
you ever
there?
come to that? What?
Don't tell me that. Don't say that he's there. He halts the place.
No. But do you remember where there was?
I'll be down there trying to talk to your dad.
But do you remember like where it was in the old fire station it used to be?
Yeah.
Well, there was like a big bit where they used to park the fire engines, and in there, you used to be able to hear like a dog barking. And someone said like that. Well, it was like, I don't know whether it was true or not, but I've heard it. And they used to say that a dog died in there, and that place was haunted like fuck as it was. But you could hear a dog barking inside this massive like warehouse bit where they used to park the fire engines. That place was
like
so
that.
scary.
That freaks me out.
My mum's got stories of like knives thrown across the kitchen when like in the cafe area.
That's probably my dad. Like, hey, do the fucking
Fuck
get
you.
that bacon. Them sausages are shit. Mate, fuck that.
That's the stories I remember, like, which make me
So I
believe.
take it you're a believer as well, then, Wood.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, mate. Right, I'm trying to think if there was the loft again. What else? Oh, there was another.
Where is this
Right.
loft? Is this still active in your house, this loft?
Do you mean is it still active? We ain't blown away.
Is it still
You
your
sealed
house?
it up yet? Oh, what's going on there?
It's still my mum's house.
Oh,
Oh, it's the house
Jesus.
I've been in.
Yeah, it's the house
Jesus.
that's not spinning. Now I sound like the fucking nonce.
I was only young then as well.
So was I, funny enough.
And now look at this. Look at this, Scott. What have you been around my house to do? What was you there to watch?
Well,
What you come around my house to? What did you come around there to watch that
we
night?
watched WrestleMania there, didn't we?
Woody, what have you done around my house?
Watch WrestleMania.
So that's how you lure them
Is
in.
that how Laura was in? Yeah. WrestleMania's playing.
Yeah.
Oh, the rest of the boys want to see my spandex.
Wonder why you had your shirt off.
Fucking hell.
Why you're just being friendly.
It's like, do you remember that Budweiser advert? Would you like to wrestle? When the dad oh, you don't remember when the boy turns up to meet the dad for the first time. She's upstairs getting ready, and the dad comes out. Do you like to wrestle? And they start wrestling, and next thing she comes downstairs, and Dad's just laying on the floor, and he just stood there holding a bottle of Budweiser, like looking over the dad. That's what it's like coming around my house, basically. Another time at my house, and this is another. I used to have this big wardrobe that I kept my PC in, like Windows 98 kind of PC. And in the wardrobe itself, I used to sit there at my desk, like a makeshift desk. It was wardrobe shelves, and they collapsed more than once. Sitting there one day, Mum had gone out. I was on my own. I was just doing whatever on the internet, like probably waiting for the internet to turn on because it was dial up. And on top of this wardrobe, and I know to this day that that morning or the night before, whether I'd organised the top of this wardrobe and put some shoe boxes at the back of the wardrobe, so they weren't like hanging off the front, so they were at the back. And I'm sitting there on my computer, and I hear this rustling. Right. The fuck is that? I did have a cat at the time, so I'm looking around. The cat sitting on my bed, so I'm like, you ain't moving. All right, anyway, so I think as I went to go back, bonk, a fucking shoebox bounced off my head. I'm like, go out see the friends.
Fucking hell.
I've had something similar like that. So, Ryan, you come to my first flat. Remember when we done a little bit of filming there? And
Yeah, I remember.
just for you, Woody, we wasn't filming anything weird.
Yeah, I know.
It was filming
I know
for a
we would've
film.
been filming. Yeah.
That's how Scott lures him in. Do you want to be in a movie?
You want to come watch WrestleMania? Got a camera.
You seen that baby reindeer?
I've not seen it, no.
Oh,
All right, Darian.
But yeah, so that flat, we had like a spare room upstairs. Never got used because we just never got round to doing anything with it. But we used to have like a wardrobe in there, and we just put all of our like folders and things like that in there. So anyway, one day Heather goes to work. Because it was a masonette. I'm downstairs. I'm watching TV, and I heard like a little thud. And obviously, when you're home alone and you hear a noise like that, you think, "Fuck." So I like slowly went upstairs as you do. As I get to the top of the landing, I can like obviously see through, and I see a folder on the floor, and I'm like, ah, shit. So I'm like, right, I'm gonna investigate further. So I go in, and like
Calm down,
the door,
Scooby-Doo.
yeah. So the door is like opened, so it's like a double door, and they're open. Now I don't know if the folder has just all of a sudden lost balance and just fallen out, but it had been in there for months and not done that, not touched. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those where it's like your head thinks, "Fuck, that's a ghost," and then the other part is like, "Right, that might have just fallen out."
Yeah.
The other part, basically like rock roll. So, like, I'd love to hear from our listeners, right, or people that are watching this. Do you believe in ghosts? Like, I mean, look, there's always like, we're not here fucking, we're not one of these fucking, is it Derek Acora and stuff like that I can hear you, I can touch you. Like, I've had so many things. Look, nothing can prove that it isn't true, and that's what makes it scary, right? That's what makes it freaky. Is that nothing can prove, because
And your brain puts two and two together, sort of thing.
what are them
Yeah.
bumps in the night you hear? What are those things that make you neck tingle when you're laying in your bedroom on your own?
Yeah.
Pornhub usually, but that's where the Pornhub sound intro needs to come in. But it's true. Again, like my mum, she's been to mediums and stuff like that over the time, and she was told a long time ago that she had a little spirit girl called Mandy that follows her around. And this Mandy's not
Don't like that.
harmful, but she's playful. She likes to hide things. Yeah. I've been there. My mum's lost a brush or something. She's up and down. We're searching the fucking house out, everything with a brush. Or a set of keys. Her keys are the most common thing. All of a sudden she'll stop. She'll go, Mandy, where have you hidden it? And every fucking time, the next place she looks, she'll find it.
Really?
That's
Fuck.
weird.
I don't know how I feel
That's
about
really
that, to be
weird.
honest.
Yeah. And like, but like, it's again, like, we've never seen this little girl, but it's been like I've seen it happen. I've seen her. It's not like she's fucking trying to just freak me out or anything. She may be. She's been playing a fucking 30-year-old fucking joke on me.
What would scare you the most is, like, obviously, if you ever have an encounter that deep, what would scare you more, not seeing it or seeing it?
Seeing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely seeing it. Not
think
seeing it
seeing
like that. I can put it down to like the floorboards are creaking. Seeing it's like that. Right,
Yeah,
cool.
but with-
Who are you going to call?
But when you don't see it, obviously, you have no idea what's about to, like, happen. With seeing it, obviously, you can... It's scary as fuck, but you can see something's coming at you or something like that. Whereas when you can't see it, shit's hitting the fucking ceiling and you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I've done it again. I was trying to concentrate on what you're saying, Scott. And I just took one little glance at Woody, and he just sat there looking to the sun.
No, I was just thinking of a story about like seeing something. I was at work and we unload. I work night, so I unload in an empty like Lidl store, and I'm unloading in the back warehouse. And there's one time I was there with my brother. We're unloading, and he's like round the corner at the chiller, and I'm walking back to my truck, and it looks. Think I see someone walk into a wall and then just disappear. So I shout at him and say, Drew, is that you? And he's like, he's miles back. And I 100% to this day think I see someone about 6 foot tall just walk through a wall.
Jesus.
And like I can't explain it. And I said to him what I just said, and he did not believe me one little bit. But I'm like, but it was there. It was like 100% a guy just fucking wandered into a wall, fucking disappeared, never seen him again.
Another Ash reference, and it's just reminded me of something, right? So me and Ash both grew up in Basildon. I was Basildon, he was Langdon, but obviously that's where we met. And growing up in Basildon, there was always a story of the Essex werewolf. Did you guys ever hear about this?
I think I've heard it.
So the Essex werewolf, and it was just one of those myths. And there was also an attachment to St Nicholas Church in Leyden, which is creepy as fuck. It's literally on top of a hill. If you see it, go there, it's just a creepy fucking church up on top of a hill. It is freaky as fuck. I remember going to one of my mate Roger's dad's weddings. I don't know if it's the most recent one, so sorry. And it had to be there, and I remember I was 28, so I was a full-grown fucking adult. I still don't act like one, but I remember being there, and I kept my sunglasses on. Even when we went inside, I was like, "No, I don't want to fucking be here, man. Fuck this place." 'Cause it was up there, and there was always the rumor that the werewolf, it wasn't you were going to see it there, but whatever controlled the werewolf was up there, or something like that. I don't remember fully, but obviously this is just a fucking story like that we heard as a kid. Like, go do some Google on it. It's on Google, and what makes it? I don't know. I haven't seen all of them, but what's the series
Ed
with
and Lorraine Warren?
Ed and Lorraine Warren. I don't think they actually do that story, but there's one. Is there one that they go to the UK and they mention the Essex werewolf? And I think I'm sure Langdon's even mentioned in it.
Is it like an
Yeah,
urban
I remember
legend?
it.
Like,
Well, that's what we always thought. It's just one of them. You grow up in a town, you hear a ghost story
yeah,
or something.
like an
You know what I mean?
urban
One of
legend.
them.
Yeah.
One of them. But like the fact that you go Google it, or you put the Warrens and Essex werewolf or something like that. It's a fit. They've been
comes up.
around it. So it's like, oh,
Yeah. Well done.
oh, yeah, I'm a fucking believer. Okay, I am happy to believe in ghosts because I fucking grew up near
definitely.
one. I mean, you see sites walking around Basildon Estates anyway. I fucking
Town centre, you see some sights nowadays.
yeah. Nowadays, that's what I'm saying. I grew up with it. I went from Basildon to Dagenham. Like, it didn't get much better.
Horror
Yeah,
show
you go
there.
anywhere, you see people passed out like zombies. Like the apocalypse has started.
That's you just wake up sometimes, walk into town and think, right, have I missed it? How long have I been asleep today? Fuck. Right. Well, this is why, I mean, probably an idea to start just taking some baseball bats or some kind of weapons in your car. I mean, if anyone I'm just prepared for the
Golf
apocalypse,
clubs.
face it.
Always carry
If more
golf
than-
clubs.
Yeah, like if more than ever, like it's liable that the zombie or something's going to happen. It's now, like throughout our lives. It's almost. I think Putin's
Gotta be
fucking
ready.
flying nukes over our heads at the moment. But this might not even come out.
Yeah, we might not
better.
make it. Yeah. Imagine this as just like an archived podcast. Someone finds it in the post-apocalyptic world, and then it's just the Joker, Riddler, and Beetlejuice talking.
Yeah, they're like, what? That's the most random fucking podcast ever.
Yeah.
Right, listen. Or what if this is the origins of our villain stories? Like this is the nuke that happens as we're recording, right? It happens
Stuck like
in a
this
second.
forever.
And that's it. We become these characters forever. Fucking hell. I'll never be able to take
Woody's
one
like,
serious
fuck's
again.
sake. Yeah.
I know it should have come as Mr. Incredible.
As long as it's a bit cooler where we're going, I'm sweating in
What? After a nuclear fucking bomb.
it. I know. Fucking
Someone just comes out the wreckage and it's just fucking Woody there standing as Beetlejuice.
I've just got a bit of anxiety going through me there. Can you imagine if Tony Oliver turned up now dressed as Putin? Tony's got the libel, he's got the hair.
For fuck's sake. Oh, dear.
Oh, God.
Fucking hell, Wood.
Halloween.
What are you drinking now? It's okay.
Relentless.
It's got the best of the special guy. That's what grows up in Tilbury. That's what's growing up in Tilbury's like oil.
Oh,
We're all
I'm not going to lie, but my
energy
mask... This mask is, like, pinned right to my face, and the little ropes here are just, like, fucking cutting into my ears, I think. But the trouble is, if I take off the hat and the mask, I'm basically just a guy wearing a green suit. Who have you got on the podcast? Just Scott. He's wearing a green suit. And purple gloves.
Yeah.
And your missus' shirt.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. It's like, This isn't the normal green shirt I've got for my Joker outfit. I've got a long sleeve one, but I found this green shirt and I put it on and I went, fucking hell. Been a while since I put this on. Like every button is stretched. I've definitely put on some weight for the first time. Fucking... Yeah, but I haven't got a Superman t-shirt on.
That'd be fun.
Oh, mate. Right, so I think we can safely say we're all going to have nightmares tonight because we all believe in ghosts.
Yeah, but definitely, I think what we should do is put an Instagram story out for people to reply to on Halloween about their ghost stories.
Yeah. Oh, we probably should have done that before this fucking episode and read them out.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be good to hear people's stories on Halloween.
Or we could still do it because it's not Halloween yet. We've got 30 days to make this happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll come back to it later on. Make sure you keep your costumes, boys. Ew, there's one. Ew, fucking there's my thing.
I've got 2 just in case.
Oh, I'd love to even know how long we've been going, Wood.
40 minutes.
Fucking hell, that's flown by.
40?
Absolutely. Yeah, 40 minutes. 40
Jesus Christ.
minutes. Oh, well, all right. Let's play a quick game. Riddler, give us a riddle. He obviously come prepared.
I've not got any riddles for you, unfortunately. But
if you want to be
game.
That's where Wood's got to change that question mark to an F for fiddler. I'm sorry, I don't know why there is a lot of... what is it about Halloween that makes me talk about paedophile jokes all the time? And I shouldn't do because it's not okay.
Yeah, it's been a lot in this one.
I know. I know. Let's do a little disclaimer. I shouldn't be making jokes like that, but everything is... I'm going to blame Tony because he's not here, right? Tony makes everything about it. So every time someone tells a story, like I was in a room on my own and something scary happened, my mind goes there. Because that's what I'm used to. That's all I'm saying. But you had a good little game, Scott. Can't get back to that before I round on about anyone being touched.
I thought that as it's Halloween, what I always see in movies is when people sit around the fire and they tell a little scary story. And I thought that we could all come up with a very short, scary story off the top of our heads. And the little feature of this is you can have one celebrity or one popular character that features as the main character in your story. So it doesn't have to be long. You can just rattle something together, give a little basis of the story, and then at the end we'll pick whose would probably be the scariest.
Oh, right. So who got something prepared, right? So it gives the rest of us a bit of time to think.
I haven't got fuck all.
I mean, I've not got anything prepared, but I do have quite like a cool, scary idea that I would love to actually get to filming at some point. So,
what part am I playing?
The paedophile.
I'm sorry, it's just come to head. We've got the fiddler, pedal juice, and the poker. We've got to stop.
That's the scary story right there.
Yeah, there you go. I've just done mine. Who's next?
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna rattle this out and try and keep it as brief as possible. So, there's no celebrities in this when I first come to mind, but I think that I'm gonna say I don't know her name, but have you guys seen the movie The Nun?
Sorry, right, I don't know how you've got into character. You're about to give us your dark scheme. You're literally sat there going like this. So you literally look like the Riddler in Batman 1966, about to tell us the scheme. I'm like, let's go, Riddler. You were literally doing that without even thinking.
I didn't even notice either.
I don't think I have seen The Nun. I got lost on the... Is that The Conjuring? Or is that fucking...
Yeah, like the Conjuring universe, yeah.
Yeah, I got lost on it a little bit.
Yeah, the woman that plays the nun, she has a very unique kind of face, which is why I'm guessing she got picked for the part. But she would be my freaky woman in this, right? And I'm going to describe this woman as long dark hair and a grey sort of old Victorian dress skirt thing. Very like, what's the word? What was like, in The Woman in Black, you'd have like a lady of the house. I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called, lady of the house?
Like lady that's like that owns it, or
Yeah, yeah. Like she would be running the house more so.
housekeeper.
I'd say housekeeper. Yeah, that
Yeah,
seems like the right word.
So not
All
the
right.
actual person that would be like the rich owner of the place, but the person
Yeah,
that
but
looks
she'd
after the
run,
house for
she'd
them.
run it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, housekeeper.
housekeeper. Yeah, so it would be that actress playing her, and it would be set in a standard house, and the opening of this would be someone sit. Let's picture here, right? Someone sitting here on their phone, and they hear a thud at the door, and then it's suspense. They get to the door, open it. Turns out it's just a pizza guy. Turns away, thud at the door again, opens, and then right at the end of the drive is this housekeeper, not facing the house, facing away from the house. And then obviously the person calls out, nothing's said. Person calls again, nothing, slams the door, and as the door shuts, the woman's shadow is like right at the door there, waiting. And then it just slowly like vanishes round. And then, for example, in my house where I am right now, I've got a window just here, and there's an alleyway. So then, like, the woman would just slowly walk around the house, and the mission would be is to get in the house, but she just can't get in. So she tries to lure the woman out and open it up for her to get in. And yeah, I think in the end, she would obviously make it in. And instead of it ending on like this woman gets possessed, killed, blah blah blah, it ends on dark room. The woman's sitting there in tears, fear, and all of a sudden, let's imagine this, right? So the woman is in the shot here. She's on the floor, crouched over, crying, and then in the background, you just see like two legs just appear, and then turn that way, and then this woman just looks up, and as she's about to scream, camera cuts. Don't know what happens.
That was really good until the fucking cliffhanger. I fucking hate cliffhangers.
But then
can
you
tell
can
he's a
lead
filmmaker,
into
though.
something else.
Yeah, this is where the universe starts of this horror.
Yeah,
So,
you
yeah,
can tell
that's,
you've
uh,
pictured
that's
out
my
all of
running.
them camera shots and everything. Like the way you were describing it, you know where you're going to put the camera. You can tell that you're a filmmaker, definitely.
Yeah, you got to envision this.
I like it. I don't know. I'm going to follow that up because I ain't got a story.
I was thinking, it's maybe start thinking of one, and it's probably stealing from something we've already spoke about. But I just because it's there and it's think of it. But I'd do a story about the Essex werewolf, but my own perception. So it's how I grew up. Like me telling my story of the Essex werewolf, and like it's one of them. Did it really happen, or is it a kid's imagination kind of ghost story? Right, because I'm picturing Basildon,
Kind of like documentary style. Like
Blair Witch.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, is that what you're thinking?
No, I wasn't, but I like it a lot. Me, maybe not me, but like the kid that's like representing what I think remember of it as a kid. We'll call him Brian. Brian, but because in Gloucester Park in Basildon, I don't know if you guys know it and how well you know it.
I know it.
Yeah, I know.
There's the lake, but there's also at the river that runs down. There are sewer tunnels, literal sewer tunnels, and I've been scared of these tunnels. We used to try and because they've got metal bars over them, but where one of them was, there was a bar missing, so we'd go in there, we'd walk down a little bit, and then it was back then we didn't have fucking phones with lights on. If we're lucky to have a flash torch, we would have stolen it from one of our dads. So like you get a little bit down there and you go, that's enough, fuck that out. So I'd use that as like the story, them tunnels, to incorporate that's where the wolf is. And then because Nicholas Church is not far from Gloucester Park, like it's one of them where you look over in the church, it's creepier than it looks. Like it's creepy because it's on a hill anyway, but like, in a kid's imagination, it's looking over and seeing it like it's always dark when you look in that direction, you know what I mean? And it's lightning and thunder and like a kid, you know what I mean? Scarier. This might be more of a Are You Afraid of the Dark kind of episode rather than an actual like 18 horror film. But
Yeah.
I like them adventures. I like them. But yeah, something to do with that. And I think, I mean, it would only be right if I had like a young Tom Holland play me.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, look at it. I reckon it would work. Or play
Okay.
Brian. Sorry, Brian.
Yeah.
Was that all right? Was that kind of what you needed, Scott?
Yeah, that does
I
good.
didn't delve into it. I didn't have enough time to tell a full fucking story of where it goes and that. But use that. I'm going to write this, and you've got to film it.
Yeah.
Right.
We can
Woody's
start
coming as the
our own-
werewolf.
Once Woody submitted his, we can then collect these and make our own series of horror films.
I was just thinking just now, right? Because you know how like Simpsons do Treehouse of Horrors. This could be a yearly thing of coming up with horror stories. Like this was the shit version because me and Woody aren't prepared as much as Scott was. But like instead of talks with dorks, it could be like towels with something. Come on,
Yeah.
think of something. Towels with
No, we've got a
God.
year to
Towel
think of
for-
it.
talks with dorks, towels from beyond, or something like that.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Tales from
Yeah.
Beyond.
To get a
That
little
sounds
logo
creepy.
like
I like
that.
it.
Oh, I like it. Wood, have you thought of a fucking story?
Yeah, I've kind of got like a little bit of a start of it. So it'd be like a road trip somewhere in America, maybe like desert vibes. That's what I'm thinking. And what I'm basing this off is like Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of vibes.
Oh, okay.
So you've got like a killer that's maybe not a chainsaw, but something like that they come across. Maybe they break down or need fuel, pull into a petrol station that's in the middle of nowhere, and that's where chaos incends. They bump into the killer, whatever the killer may be. I haven't quite thought of it, but maybe we could hash this out. Yeah, that's the kind of vibe that I'd go with, like a road trip in a desert somewhere.
We've all gone through
Not as good as
different
Scott's story.
stories here. I've gone
Yeah.
for like the ghost vibe. You've gone for the werewolf vibe, and then yourself like Chainsaw Massacre style. I like it.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm thinking.
That's what I was thinking because like my head goes like the scariest stories for me are ghost stories because again, like Scream's my favourite because it's more real and that does scare. That's makes it more realistic.
Yeah.
But ghost ones again, it's that never knowing.
Yeah,
You guarantee you watch a ghost movie, you're going to hear 10 million more fucking creaks in the night than you did the night before.
It's always the way.
Mine kind of probably has an element of ghost in it because of the werewolf and trying to link it with the church and stuff like that. But yeah, it was. I kind of didn't want to do a ghost story. That's what made me think of it. When you was talking, I was like, well, I don't want to do a ghost story because Scott's doing it. But then I was like, okay, I've already spoke about the Essex werewolf, Barry from Basildon, the werewolf. That's just what doesn't make it intimidating, does it? Can you imagine, like, because you go to like you got an American story. It's like, yeah. You don't want to be around me at midnight. And then there's this geezer, listen, when the fucking moon comes out, you will fuck off, you cunt, because I'll bite you. I'll chew your fucking ears off, you cunt.
The trouble is that we just don't take things seriously in the UK. For example, if fucking there was a ghost thing here, you'd be like, "Fuck off, mate! I'm trying to sleep here."
Yeah, leave me
the
alone,
Americans,
fuck's sake.
the Americans are like, "Oh my god!" And then the cross comes out, the Bible, and it's all hell breaks loose from there.
That's why I love when like they attack the block. Like what it would be like if UK estate. Have you seen Attack the Block?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like when the kid comes like it's a big hairy wolf motherfucker. And he's like say that, and he's like it's a big hairy wolf motherfucker. It's like as British we'd be like fuck off, like no.
Yeah,
And the realest line in that whole thing is that kid. It says it sums it up in it. All I want to do is go home, lock my door, and play FIFA.
oh yeah.
It's
That
like,
is
could you
the people of
imagine
the UK?
a British paranormal activity, like where it's self-filmed like a
man.
selfie, like vlogging it?
It'd be like a comedy film.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Or can you
Yeah.
imagine? Can you imagine like if aliens invaded, the difference in how we would react to the Americans? Like for us, we'd be like, "Fuck, that's pretty cool." Americans would be like freaking out. We'd be pretty calm, I think, in that situation.
Yeah,
Oi, brother, as long as he ain't getting more benefits than me.
As long as he ain't taking my job.
Yeah, wait, if he gets a fucking 3-bedroom house, like with a garden and shit, and I'm still stuck in this fucking shared one.
Just weeks later, the Americans are being held as hostages. Our little aliens are just working with us. They're just at Aldi's, like stacking shelves.
Yeah. Wait, you imagine it, like you know, like when they do like the voiceovers, like it was dark. It's like, I went sugar up, right? And this fucking little mean cunt come out the toilet and started just like, you know, giving it his shit.
Sugar hut.
Yeah, just come out on the high street, just like I am either very pissed or there is an alien in front of me right now, or a very small man. Either way, I'm taking him home.
That's when the geezer from Basra goes, "You idiot! You are the fucking alien." Oh yeah, it's all here.
Yeah, forgot I was dressed up. Just in one of those big fucking inflatables.
Anyone bring any treats for trick or treating to give out or anything?
No.
No one brought any candy.
Not with me.
I got a chocolate.
Why,
bar
what
if
you
want.
got?
Cooking.
See, I've got absolutely
chocolate
nothing
bar.
here.
And some beers.
Do you give out?
What?
Do you give out treats at Halloween?
Last
If
year,
you
I
do,
brought some
you
in, and not a single person knocked on the door. So I had them all.
Always the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah, no,
what you're going
we-
to discover, Wood. Go on.
I was going to say we done it last year properly, like actually done the same, went out and got them, and we had no one for ages. But then this big group of kids turned up, and I honestly thought that we was going to get robbed. I opened the door, and it was just it must have been about 15 kids, and they just crowded into my front door, like literally stepping in, and just emptied the bowl pretty much. I was like, "Fuck! I've just been mugged here." Fucking nuts!
Once
I'm not
again.
doing it again.
Halloween in Romford.
Yeah, they weren't dressed up. They just knocked on the door and just like, yeah, give me your
Balaclavas
sweets.
on.
What have you come as? A gang.
What have you come at? Shut your mouth. Oh, all right. Getting
shut
right
up,
character
fam.
there, aren't you?
Yeah. That's what I was going to say, Wood. You're going to experience this, and Scott, you'll eventually experience it. Do you know what the greatest thing about being a dad at Halloween? The kids do all the
Licking the
hard
kids'
work.
candy. Yeah.
They do all the hard work.
Yeah.
You ain't, because it's
Send
now
them
at a
out.
point where it's weird if we go knock on people's doors and get candy. So you take the kids. And you go out and dress up. You can be a part of it. You know, it's all good. You know, walk the streets, dress up. It's all fun. Fucking great. Go out and have a fucking great time dressed up. And you don't have to knock on anyone's door. Look like a dickhead. Go pick and treat. Pick or treat. You then just wait till you get home and you go to your kids. And because this is what we learned from our parents. They told us, "Oh, you got a lot of candy tonight." Can't have them ones. You can't have them ones. They're a bit too much sugar, bit too much. No, and you leave them like the fucking yellow refreshers that break your teeth and that.
Ah.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
Remember when you'd come down in the morning, that'd just all be left it's like hard fucking them horrible fucking orange lollies with the purple top, them fucking things and refreshers, right? Let's be popping candy.
Yeah, like
See,
it's a good idea. That.
It's
see,
Good idea.
Woody's gonna have her dressed up this year. I'm just gonna walk around as about it.
when you think deeply about it, though, it is quite strange how we just go knock on people's doors and take sweets from them.
Yeah,
When
whereas
you
we
think
tell our
of-
kids 364 days a year not to go not take sweets from strangers.
Yeah. Yeah, don't
it is a
take
weird
sweets
one.
from strangers. Except tonight. Go on, get out there and get some.
Yeah. Basically saying like if they're outside school it's a no-no, but if they're in their house where they could just rake you in, it's okay.
Yeah. That is a strange one.
Fucking Halloween.
I love it. What are you doing about Halloween this year, boys? Have you got plans sorted?
Pumpkin picking.
Oh,
Gonna do that.
I
with
would
the
like to do it
little
again
one.
this year. To be fair, you
Yeah.
said you got like something like Tully's near you, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
we done it
whether
last
we'll
year.
go to that.
Don't know where you go to.
Yeah.
Ryan, get into this because we're just speaking over each other.
Yeah, no, I was saying, I don't know whether I'll go to that because it's like a scare maze and my little one's way too young for that right now. But we've got a pumpkin patch near us that we're going to go to. Going to take her to that.
Yeah. Just wait till she's 3 or 4 to scare the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Give her a couple of years.
Yeah.
Give him a couple of years.
I love the whole like because pumpkins, for some reason, I never did. I was younger, but since we've been together, me and Trina, we've done the pumpkins. So I've only just learned how horrible they are to dig out. They are
inside
disgusting.
minging.
I was well excited when we first got. I was like, hey, open it up. I was like, what is that shit?
Yeah, that's like the worst part about it is like having to dig out all that shit, and you've got to get it like really good as well. Like sometimes me and Heather sit there, and she's cleaned it out, it's shaven down, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like all this gunky shit I can't get out. And then it's when you're like, right, you do that part, and I'll just come for the fun bit at the end.
I hate, like, I don't, one of the reasons I hate doing washing up, I don't like touching food, like especially gooey, like, it's not good. It's not good. It's yeah, no. So when I opened it, I was like, I'm gonna do this fucking sick pumpkin, and now I opened it, I was like, babe, can you get that shit out for me, please? So, nope, do it yourself. So yeah, I'll be doing the pumpkin picking with the kids. Ronnie's like really excited. It's weird how Ronnie's all of a sudden the last couple of weeks he's been watching a lot more Halloween videos. It's like it's just obviously being autistic. We've had him talk about Halloween in other things, but his videos are all Halloween, so he's really excited for it. He's talking about Halloween all the time. Obviously, when he walked in earlier and I'd done the white part of my face, he was like, "My turn. Now it's my turn. Now it's my turn," and I had to do his face. And it was so funny because he was doing this with his face when he trying to do all the lipstick, all the makeup and that. But yeah, Halloween is just one of those. It's always fun for different reasons, like doing the stuff with the kids, taking them to scare things. And that's what I was going to say. I remember going to Alton Towers Halloween event that they do with your dad and Joe.
Oh yeah.
We went, I think, so probably about 12 years ago, and it was when. Do you remember Ahmed the Terrorist from Jeff Dunham?
Yeah.
We were queuing up and everyone was dressed up, and I was gutted because I'd love to have dressed up to do this. And they'd like that. Even the water in the fountains was turned red and everything was done up. And we were sitting in this queuing for ages. And someone had this like weird skeleton mask, and they were walking along the queue, scaring people. Just put it up. Like, silent! I kill you!
I actually went to that last year. Forgot about that. I went there last year. Halloween.
Oh, it's great. Absolutely great. I love going to Halloween stuff, and this is one of the things that I regret, because even though when this comes out it won't be, but right now it's the 6-year anniversary to that time when I went to America that I like to talk about all the fucking time. And because it was around October, they were doing the
scare stuff,
the scare tactic stuff. We went to Universal Studios in Hollywood, and it was all day that we walk around, and it's like, come back tonight. It was a Halloween Curse of Michael Myers, or Halloween 4 night, and I love Halloween. I love Michael Myers. He scares the fuck out of me, so I really wanted to do it. But we'd done the daytime bit, and it was like, go off, come back a couple of hours later, and it was just like, I don't think I've got the energy in this heat to go do a fucking full like night now of a theme park. But it looked like I would have loved to have done it. Like, them scare things. Plus, I think I should.
What's that like then? What's that like in America? Because yeah, I'd love to go there for Halloween to do like what you said, experience all those like horror maze nights at Universal and things like that.
Well, I never actually, obviously, I never got to do it. I think if I remember, we did a Walking Dead thing. There was a Walking Dead thing you could do.
Oh yeah.
That was, I think that was just a all day thing, I'm sure, but I never, because it wasn't actually Halloween, it was the end of September, start of October, so they'd started doing the Halloween stuff, and like I said, I didn't actually get to go do it, but like from the looks of it, what the pictures they had and what they set up, it looked what you expect, like a fucking, you know, you're going to be petrified of it, absolutely fucking petrified of it. I mean, walking the streets of LA at night was scary enough. Let fucking Michael Myers being there right behind you.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think.
Sorry, Scott, go on.
Oh, I hate when you two do. It's just fucking talk with you. Stop being so polite, because it's the first time we've worked together. Just cut him off, fuck him off. You
Have any of you
Beetlejuice.
done the scare mazes? I'm gonna fucking disappear if you say it 2 more times.
Piss me off. Go on. I've done Tully's Farm scare mazes and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I done a scare maze in London at is it the London Bridge Experience? They done like a Halloween one, and we went to that, and that was fucking cool.
That's right next
Yeah.
to London Dungeons, isn't it?
I think I don't know if it used to be, but then it moved London Dungeons to like right next to the London Eye or something.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's really cool. It's like literally right under the bridge, but really cool. They do a cool Halloween thing. I think we're going there again this year. They've got something different on, which will be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I done the one at Alton Towers. Actually in the towers that they set something up there.
Okay.
It was really cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really sick.
Yeah, the thing with
I was
Halloween,
so
right?
small. I was like,
With Halloween, I think, like I was saying at the start of this, I wasn't really into it until recent years. But I think that's just because here in the UK, it's for like the kids, right? Like it's always been made out for the kids. But then nowadays, there's a little bit more going on, isn't there? Like the scare mazes or Tully's Farm and like little events here and there. And I think that it's trying to edge its way over here again. And I would love to see that because in America it does look next level, and I think that if we had that there, it'd be really cool. But who knows whether that will happen or not.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be cool.
what's the time scale looking like, Wood?
Hour and 6 minutes.
Hour and 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, it is on to you. I'm having a great time. Do you want to carry on for a little bit? Is there anything you want to talk about? Or would you like to start wrapping up Halloween?
I am easy, Mr. Riddler. How do you feel about it?
Ridley, you set up the call sheet for tonight. We got much else on the sheet that we haven't covered?
The only other thing that I'd love to have a little chat is games, scary games. I know both of you are gamers yourself. Have you dived into any like kind of scary games? It doesn't have to be obviously Halloween themed, but scary horror games. What are you saying on that?
I played Five Nights at Freddy's. That's like scary-ish. I don't know if any of you guys have ever played that.
Never played it.
No, I'm a fucking adult.
And I played that Slender Man game as well, but that's about it.
Yes,
Ooh.
yeah, Slender Man.
I've downloaded something. I think I've downloaded the Friday the 13th game or something. I played the Saw game
yeah.
when it first come out. The Saw game was quite good, but it got a little bit too complicated. Obviously, I've stated many, many times, I love Resident Evil. Resident Evil is probably,
It's a top-tier game.
I've done everything. Yeah, I've played every single one of them. Every single fucking one of them. I love
Yeah,
them
they
games.
go hard.
And there's another one. I've done the Friday the 13th one.
Well, I'm going to say a game,
so-
and let me know if you have played it. 'Cause maybe this is the one you're thinking of, Ryan. Maybe not. Outlast. Anyone heard of it or played it?
I've
I
heard
know
of
of it. I
it
don't think I've
PS5?
played it.
Only.
It's
Or is
for
it on
both
Xbox?
consoles, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
think it's both consoles.
Yeah,
but-
I've never played it, but I've heard of it.
That's a good one. I don't know if it was because maybe I was like 16, 17 at the time when it come out, but that scared the shit out of me playing it. It's one of those games that you're in like a mental asylum, and you have to try and, if I remember rightly, you got to try and get some videotapes and then like get out of there. But it's gone like loopy as shit in this asylum, and it's one of those games that's really suspenseful, and then something happens and you're like, it makes you jump. Like me and my friend played it back in the day. We had our headsets on, and this was a time when like I was at college, so I was at college a few days, at home a few days. When I'm off playing it during the day, home alone, I have my headset on. Me and my friend are like really quiet as we're playing it through at the same time. And all of a sudden, like, he would jump, and then I'd fucking jump and scream, and I'm, like, sweating. Someone walks in the door, and I'm like, ah! But, yeah, really good game. I would recommend that as, like, a little spooky game if anyone feeling it.
There isn't. It wasn't Outlast, but there was I know there was another game. I tried that. What's that one they turned into a movie? it's got the Johnny Cash song in it, right? Is it? It's Ring of Fire. It's got fuck. It's a really popular game franchise turned into a thing. I can see the picture. It's as they get to the town, it's just misty. What is the fucking game? I can't. It's going to really bug me.
Give
Johnny
me something.
Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep thinking the house on the left. It's not that. I know it's not that. Fuck, what is the game? As soon as you say it, Wood, it's gonna get me. Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire,
Dead
used
Rising?
in... Huh?
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
No, not Dead
Silent
Rising.
Hill.
Silent Hill.
That's the fucking Silent Hill. Yeah, I remember playing the first game. That fucking creeped me out a bit. That really creeped me out. Have either of you ever done the VR horror stuff?
No, I never fucked with that VR.
I think that'd be cool.
I've done it in Malia. They had one in the next town along, Hassonasos. And I done it. My brother-in-law's got one. I've done a scary one there, but I can deal with that, and it's fucking amazing. Like fucking scary as shit because like you can't do this shit.
Yeah.
If you close your eyes, you're like it can still vibrate and touch you. Do you know what I mean? And shit like that. So you kind of got to go through like that.
Yeah.
It's really worked for the makeup, didn't it? Adds to the fucking comment in the face. But
Look like a clown that's having a fit.
Yeah, you have to go like through the rooms, dickhead. Would you do it?
No.
Why so serious, Wood?
Hey.
Yeah. I've been waiting all night to say it. But that was good, and I've got a video somewhere of my mate Mark doing the scary one. He was like, I was scared, but he didn't help because I was behind him the whole time. As he's
You're
I
that
can see
friend.
him get really tense. Yeah, I am horrendous. I'm horrible, stuff like that. I'll do it to the kids sometimes. If the kids start messing about and start want to play fight, my way of play fighting to win is turn all the lights off in the house and just disappear.
You evil
God. Yeah, I do.
You
it.
evil bastard.
Yeah, even Brad's 6'6" and 15, but that shit still freaks him out.
He'll just knock you out one day. He'll just go out and fucking bang.
Yeah.
Piece
Turn those
of
lights off
advice
again.
Yeah. We're not doing this again, Ryan. Okay, I'm not gonna make a fucking joke like that. Disclaimer again, right? We may have made some inappropriate.
You.
May have made some inappropriate references, but I refer you back to my earlier disclaimer that I said it's Tony's fault. Tony has made me like this. It's quite bad, to be fair. He makes me have expectations with the way things are going to go. But with VR, do either of you do well on spinny rides?
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay. There's VR ride where it's one of them. I can't remember the name of it, but where like you're strapped in and it spins like that.
Oh yeah. I
Goes
know what
up.
you're talking about.
Right. I don't know why I chose to do it on VR. I've never wanted to do that in real fucking life. I went on it, and we'd gone to Hassonasos to do all this VR thing and an escape room and stuff, on a moped, and I drove and stuff like that with the X on the fucking back. I couldn't drive back. I was so sick. I threw up as soon as I got out of it. I was throwing up everywhere. I can't do it. Like, if you're not okay with it, I'd love to see you try it. If it had that effect on you. But Scott, if you're like me, motion sickness. I get really bad motion sickness. I can't do fucking boats when the sea's rough.
Yeah.
No.
Let's give that a try. We should do a little a VR session together, and we should try and pick the games for each person as well. So then that person doesn't know what they're going to be playing.
My one's this one, isn't it? Hang on.
Oh dear.
Cue the Pornhub music.
It's like that.
Second time today.
Yeah, second time in the book. But it's like oh my god, you know what he's doing? And it's that bit, isn't it?
Just eating a hot dog.
Yeah. That cooking game's different.
Oh boy, do you know what? This has been more fun than I hoped it would be. I thought there'd be a little bit of awkwardness as characters, but we've kind of lived this quite a bit. I've enjoyed it.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of
Sweating to
wearing
death,
this
but
for a few
fucking
more
love it.
days.
Yeah.
Well, you've only got to put yours on. Like we've got to fucking do makeup.
Yeah, I know. As I say, once I take off the mask and the hat, I'm just a guy in a green suit. The hat and mask really defines it.
I still try to get over the fact that I can't even remember if it was while we were recording the episode of that, but when Woody said this is the best your hair's ever looked, you should keep it green all the time.
It is the best you've ever done.
Let's have a look. Let's take it off. It's mad, isn't it? I've got all my fake black stuff on that makes my hair look a bit thicker, but this green stuff just does it. It makes it's fucked. The Joker actually just suits me.
I think my hair looks great.
We'll be
today.
expecting green hair, Ryan, going forward then.
Well, I generally think this could be my new DJ gimmick. I think DJ. Oh, always. There could be a gimmick. I mean, I'll get noticed, wouldn't you think, if I'm always DJing like this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Until I end up doing a party for fucking people with clown phobias.
Yeah. Oh,
Shortest
fuck.
DJ night.
You having a good time? No.
When I was doing the tattoo studio in Malia, I decided to do this one night. I got all the makeup and that. I had a Batman t-shirt on, and I decided to do the makeup, and it was really fucked. And I can just picture the pictures of me, like how skinny I was as well. So I did the Joker, and obviously part of me running the shop was also to PR at the front and entice the British customers in, because
Been there.
big scary Greek guy. Yeah, been in there. The big scary Greek guys would put you on. Hey, come, tattoo. Hey, tattoo bitch. You want us? Why have I started talking like Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah, tattoo off, tattoo on.
Fuck's sake.
So I'd like what I would do is, as I see people coming down, obviously especially girls because they're going to get more freaked out. As they come down, I go, "Hey guys, want to come to Malia Inc?" and turn round, and like basically Manos was like, "Ryan, look, it's very good character, but you're scaring more customers than coming in. So fucking go get off." All right then. Okay. If you've enjoyed our Halloween episode, don't worry, we've still got loads coming up. We are getting closer to the end of the year, which means the end of season 2. And trust me, we've got a shitload more stuff coming up. We're going to be hopefully making Scott do loads of work, building a website. Woody's over here becoming an editing genius, even though he still doesn't look like he's enjoying himself for the whole episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've tried telling you some ghost stories. We've tried telling you whether we believe in ghosts. We still want to hear your thoughts. Make sure you comment. Does someone want to give it the socials? Riddler, give him our socials and see if he's been training on what our socials are.
At Talks with Dorks. Am I correct in that? No, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Dorks podcast.
Ooh,
Pod.
Very
Pod.
close.
At
No,
Talk
no,
Dorks
no.
Pod. No.
At Talk Dork Podcast.
no S in it.
Yeah.
Oh, no
just at
S.
Talk Dork.
Right. So let's take 3. Scott, give it the social medias for us.
At Talk Dork Podcast. There we go.
That's it.
So you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter.
Twitter, yeah.
What other socials are there? X.
Facebook.
And Facebook as well. There's so many socials now. Follow us.
Onlyfans.com/Beetlejuice Woody. Wood
That'll
juice.
be out there somewhere.
Woody juice.
Beetlejuice has Woody.
Yeah. Make sure. Listen, we need to do a plug. We appreciate every one of you that comes back. We need to know more who's listening and watching. Please message us. Please leave your comments. Please tell us more. Please tell your friends. Get them to like and subscribe. We need to keep growing this, and we will. I'll give you my socials first because I never do it first. I'm on everything. It's at the DJ Ryan S. And I'll pass you over to Woody. Woody, give him yours.
Mine is at iWoodyHD on all social platforms. Pass it over to Riddler.
I am at Scott O Club on all social media.
There we go.
Lovely, jubbly.
Anyone else got anything important to say before we go to our final words of our Halloween special?
Let us know in the comments as well what you dressed up as for this year's Halloween. Because we're
Send
excited
us
to know.
your pictures, tag us in your stories, and we will share it for you. Great idea, Woody. There we go. And boys, give us a goodbye kiss.
I'm going to do this just because I've got the gloves on.
I thought he was going to finally give us a riddle, to be honest.
Oh, no, I should have come prepared with the riddles, but, you know.
Remember, kids, put on a happy face. See you later.